NYPD's done playing around. Hell yeah. While you're at it, deport him.
Great way to start. Well, just waiting here for Tommy to come on and right side to come on. I know they're supposed to be coming on, but the deal is that just waiting on them. Gotta clear some stuff up so I can see halfway decent. And nobody on yet that I know of, but here we go, just waiting on Tommy and right side. Cough is killing me. So earlier I did live stream, a restream of Tommy, and he was at Oregon State University. And it was pretty thrilling. It was about 5-7 hours of streaming. An old white liberal woman tried to attack him, and then a bunch of young white liberal women jumped in front. It was kind of funny there. It's like, what the hell y'all gonna do? Acting like fools. You got stuff that's locked up. Excuse me. There we go. Damn, again. Kind of rude there. But had a black man come jumping at him because, I don't know, I think it was because he threatened some black women who kept slapping him with a flag until you do it again, he's going to take it. And he also got some people pretty riled up with the one totally true statement: Islam is not compatible with the U.S. It's like oil and water; they just don't mix. And he pissed off a few people there. It went on and on. It was pretty great. He had them going there for a while. They thought he was leaving, and all he really did was went off campus to go smoke a joint. So, and then he came back, and it was even ruckus. More ruckus, more ramble. And he finally had some people come in. I was like thinking, where were all his friends? How come nobody was showing up there to help him out? Especially in the beginning when he was just totally surrounded. There was nobody there to help him. He could have been jumped at any time. And then they tried to tell him he couldn't go in the building, which was a public building. He finally went inside, and then they tried, oh, you can't record this. If you can see it from public, guess what, bitch? You can record it. That's just the way things are. Still waiting on Tommy and right side. Nothing's happening over there. I'm wondering if they just canceled out. They said they'd be there at 7. It is 7:05 now, their time. But I'll give them some time. I don't know. I haven't seen him pop up yet. And he might be just going up on Rumble. I don't know. Or he's doing both those. So we're sitting here looking at each other. Or actually, probably nobody's here still. That's all right. I can ramble on. You know, some other stuff I was thinking about today is they're trying. What happened here today? I don't know. I spent most of the day working on figuring out how to do the streaming and stuff and fix the stuff. I think I finally got stuff set up kind of right. Be nice when I can get rid of this mic. I have a real mic. I wouldn't use these. I was using these, which I like better. Sit there in my ears. But they sound better. I can move around these. The earbuds. The mic's pretty good on. But they don't last a long time. I plan on getting a new mic. I plan on getting a couple of new mics here. Come on. One of them is shotgun mics. Sit right up here. Face it right here. Then I'm going to get a mic where it's right here. And I just talk like this. And I think I'm going to try to do something else while I'm here. Because my stuff's backwards. See if I can fix this here. While you see, watch me do some work on my damn shit here. Go back to here. And then go back to here. And then open, there we go, unlock it. And what I figured out, see how all my stuff is backwards? Except that's not. That's kind of odd. That's reading right. Why does that read right and it's on the wrong side? So if I put it on the right side, is it going to look wrong? Is it going to read wrong? Let's see here. This flag is right. This flag is wrong. Does that make any sense to you? Huh. Fix that. Now this flag is going that way, which it is. But that flag, the letters are wrong. It's just the letters are wrong. Ain't that some shit? No, it's not. I'm just being stupid. Okay. How's that? Now, this is all right. Cool. Let me go back and make sure Tommy and them not on here yet. Nope, nobody's on. Nope. Nope. Just listening to what Matthew Newhouse wrote to Tommy. It says, they attack you, you get charged. They steal from you, you get charged. Seems like the entire city government, including police, DA, judges, out to silence you. Well, of course they are. You're promoting something they don't believe in. Justice, an American way. Come on, Tommy. I didn't know I was going to have to wait this long. It's already 11 minutes past, but that's all right. It's me. I think what I'm going to do while I'm waiting is I'm going to put something up over here. Put you back to starting soon. And then when it gets up here, I will pop this up here. All right. Here. Well, the deal on that is the private property they can do is public property. It's public property. They can't because it's public property.
...2025 went up 14,000%. They're ripping everyone off. Get them out now. I'm sorry. And that's how I feel too. I hate to feel that way, but these people came over here and took advantage of us. How else are we supposed to feel? And you know what? The worst part is they will never call out their own community. They'll never say, all right, you know what, guys, we are screwing over America. They did let us come over here. Maybe we should stop the scams. Maybe we should get the scammers out of our community. No, it's like, F you, you're calling us racist. Don't say nothing about us being scammers, and you're going to deal with it. That's how they are basically treating us. So it comes down to it. Are we racist, or are we just trying to look out for the interest of our country? So crazy, man. I don't even, oh man. It's like, is it justified racism? Is that what this is?
Let me check your climate.
It's weird to say that, and it's weird to call it that, but this may be the case of justified racism. That's crazy, isn't it?
Climax. This is not on. Baby. See preacher still doing the. Yeah. What? Let's check set. He's not live. That's for damn sure.
A lot of things are finally happening, man. This is a big shakeup for Minnesota. This is y'all's opportunity to do something about it. They can only do so much. ICE, Donald Trump, federal government, they can only do so much. You got to remember, state governments and local governments got tons of power as well. They got their own constitutions. They got their own voting. They got their own set of rules. It's just the federal government has a little bit of leverage over them. However, you know, if they can put pieces of paper up that says we can sue you and punish you for infiltrating our parking lots, that's just screwed up, man. Hey, Patriot, it's good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Silver Wolf, thank you for the $10. I didn't serve 4 combat tours, Afghanistan and Iraq wars for this BS to happen. Man, shout out to you. Thank you for your service. How do we let this turn into a third world country? Because that's where we're going. It feels like we are becoming a third world country with a shit ton of money. Right? Like, when you look at the Mall of Somalia, it looks like you're looking at something in some other foreign country way over there. It's not clean. It's not organized. It just looks dirty. Remember that clothing store we just saw? That shit looked horrible, man. I wouldn't even touch those clothes. I'd be afraid a roach would come out and try to bite me. I would not even touch those clothings. Are we back now? No more lag, guys? Are we good on the lag?
Don't know. Can't see you.
There was no lag during any of that, right? I hope. If not, I recorded it, so I'll be able to edit it later or whatever. Ooh, boy. Oh, man. Let's get to more ice nonsense. New Orleans. Y'all ready for New Orleans? It's going down, man. Are we lagging or what? I'm lagging on Rumble. X, y'all said it's okay over there. My voice is off. Maybe if you reset, like leave and then come back, maybe it'll work. Let me just double check. I'm going to look at it on my phone. See what it's looking like. All right. Everything looks good on my phone. No lag. Sound is all right. All right. Let's keep it going. I'm recording this anyway, so I will re-edit these clips.
I just want to let everyone know that spaces for speakers are limited. Villain, RIP Villain, you were in as a speaker. I took you down to make room. I didn't do it because I'm trying to be mean or anything. You and Brian Lazarus have requested to become speakers. As soon as there's more room, I will definitely bring you into speaker. But for now, we'll let Jeff say whatever he was saying earlier.
Hey, Patrick, I'm gonna drop down, brother.
Okay, Reno, if you want to get in, just throw your hand back up.
Yeah.
Hey, Tommy, how's it going?
Going good. Just on my way to ice.
Good. I hate to take too much of your time, but it's good to talk to you. Man, I've been watching you for a long, long time. Totally, I respect you. I don't want you to change, but I do have a question for you that maybe, I don't know if you've asked yourself, like, what is your agenda? Are you looking for these protesters or college kids, whoever you come in contact with? Are you looking to get through to them in any way? Because I've heard you say several times you can't get through to these people. They're crazy. They're out of their minds. All along those lines you say. Which is true.
Yeah, and we go out there to test their emotional intelligence. We go out there to say the things that they don't like and show the world how easy it is to trigger them into actual violence. You know?
Right. Yeah, and you're spot on. You know every button to push, and it's not hard. It's not a challenge for you. My only thing is if you're doing this and you're enjoying it, and you have a following and you enjoy that, by all means continue doing you. If you want to have some sort of a movement to convince these kids otherwise, these are influential minds that you are basically influencing or counter-influencing. You may not be getting through to them now. They're hearing you though. So in the future, when society has its natural way of filtering out these people, whether it be jobs, relationships, or whatever, we saw what happened with Bud Light. They're going to think, when in my time did I have an influencer that I can look up to on a different side of the political aisle? They'll never reflect back to you and see you as being a positive influence because you did push those buttons. You did piss them off. Now they're pushing away from that and they don't want to be part of that. So if you think that these kids will ever change in the future and come over to this right side, if you will, they never will, because they'll always remember what happened to them at this younger, influential age. Like I said, if you don't want to change, you've got something going, and this is more you want to push their buttons and expose them, by all means, continue doing that. But I think your platform allows you an opportunity to change these minds at some point in their life in a positive way.
I don't know, like the people that surround me and yell, and the radical leftists with the radical left transgender ideology, a lot of them, there's no talking sense into these people. You know, there's a few that might listen and walk away thinking, hey, maybe some of the things he's saying are true, you know, but most of them at the colleges, I feel like there's no talking them out of that crazy ideology, you know? So there's no civil dialogue with them, so I just give back what I get. When I first got there, I wasn't yelling and screaming, I was talking, but once they started yelling and screaming, you know, I'm just gonna give back what they got. But yeah, I would love to be able to get through to people, but yeah, it's
For sure. Yeah, Tommy.
difficult.
So earlier before you got in here, we were talking. I forget who was talking, but I think I had brought up that, um, because you have a talent like with your courage for one thing, and your comedy skills um, are like so on point that like if by some chance I had mentioned that maybe someone could try to like train you in debate, so that like maybe you could use your skill to like for certain situations, like yeah, obviously when you shit talk control, like you already got that on pat down pat, but like you have such a skill with like being able to come up with stuff, and like the comedy and like your reactions, that if you were like I was saying like maybe that you could probably be like super beneficial in like other arenas, you know.
Yeah, definitely need to up my game on just straight debating. But most of the people that I talk to, as soon as they see my hat and they see that it's me, like these people hate me so much, especially at ICE. Like they all know me, so at that point, there's no talking with them.
For sure. Let me see. There's some hands that want to talk to you, Tommy. I think the U.S. Army brat. I'm going to get to you, but the black um, conservative preacher came into the chat. I think he might have something he wants to say regarding this.
What up, PCP? I love you,
What
bro.
what up, T? What up, man? You know what the brother was just saying a few seconds ago is very true, Tommy, and I'm saying that from experience about how it does have an effect on people. And I'm going to give you an example. So a lot of people in here know, and some do not know, that I've been doing this stuff for a long time, like even before Trump was first-time president. I was out on the street dealing with Antifa before they were a household name called Antifa. Like no one knew who Antifa was. It wasn't something that the mega party knew. It wasn't something that conservatives and Republicans knew. They were having May Day riots in Portland, Oregon every May before Trump. I'm talking about we're going back to Occupy, like back in 2010. So I've street preached many times, New Orleans, out on the streets of Portland at Pioneer Square. And there's been testimonies, and I kid you not, brother, there's been testimonies where preaching 3 years later, right? Somebody will come up to me and say, I remember you down at Pioneer Square preaching. I came up to you, we threw something at you, we didn't like you, but how you acted, we went home, we thought about this, and 3 years later, they've done changed. So those things, what he's saying to you, it can. So these people can actually change. And it may not be right then, but every encounter that you do have, or that I have, or the next person, we can change. And it may not be right then, but every encounter that you do have, or that I have, or the next person, we can change. And it may not be right then, but every encounter that you do have, or that I have, or the next person, we can change. And it may not be right then, but every encounter that you do have, or that I have, or the next person, we can change. And it may not be right then, but every encounter that you do have, or that I have, or the next person, we can change. And it may not be right then, but every encounter that you do have, or that I have, or the next person, we can change. And it may not be right then, but every encounter that you do have, or that I have, or the next person, we can change. And it may not be right then, but every encounter that you do have, or that I have, or the next person, we can change. And it may not be right then, but every encounter that you do have, or that I have, or the next person, we can change. And it may not be right then, but every encounter that you do have, or that I have, or the next person, we can change. And it may not be right then, but every encounter that you do have, or that I have, or the ne It's an opportunity to plant a seed, good or bad. So that's why I just kind of wanted to back up what he was saying and just let you know that it is true that these people can change. And it may not look like it in the moment. And I agree with you, it doesn't. But God is God, and God can change people.
Yeah, yeah, I believe it. I do believe it. I believe people can change. At the same time, I don't know. Yeah, I need to learn how to be able to calm down and just talk instead of yelling and shit. But these people frustrate me so much, and they're so radicalized and so like violent. You know, like it's just craziness.
And to be honest with you, brother, what you're doing and what you're saying, you got to think about this. It's been exposed, right? That's why we're here. That's why everybody knows about Antifa, because all of that has been exposed back in 2016 at Berkeley, 2017 in Portland, 2018 in Portland. All that has been exposed by just like what you're doing, by trying to expose how violent they are if you say something. That's all been
Yeah,
exposed.
yeah, it was exposed yesterday and today. What are you doing? Right there. Sorry, we just got to ice, but it's stupid dead out here right now, and I'm tired. I might just end up just going home.
Might be a good idea.
Yeah, I'm tired and shit. And there's nobody out here. I only see like Richard and 3 or 4 other people.
Don't go mess with Richard. Do not go mess.
Fuck you, Richard!
Oh my God.
Don't go mess with
Fuck you,
Richard. Okay?
Richard! There, that's all I'm gonna say.
All right, you're done. Cool.
Oh,
For sure. Yeah.
what do you want to do? There's nobody even here. Yeah. Are you going to
Mr. Bill, I think wait. I'm losing track. Hold on. I'm sorry. Mr. Bill, just go ahead.
Yeah, just two little things or whatever. Like when Tommy's out there and he can't convince the crazy leftists what they're doing and everything, what he is getting across to the third party listeners. You saw those people on the other sidewalks looking at see what was going on. They didn't want to participate with the crazy behavior. They were sort of trying to understand the situation at that point there. That's who Tommy is trying to get across. You know, at least in my opinion, at that point there, he's not going to convince the people that are yelling and screaming at him, but he is going to show how crazy some of those people's classmates are and how important it is to have a conversation. Partly, and also it's a suggestion, Tommy, when you do see those people kind of hateful and they call you hateful and things like that, get out one of those clip-on mirror things, let themselves look at themselves in the mirror. That's what they kind of need to understand and everything, where they can sort of see the way that they're acting is that the hateful way. Not your words might seem hateful to them, but show them their face screaming and yelling at them. They might sort of start to see kind of what they are actually like at that point.
U.S. Army Brett, you had your hand up, and then we'll go to your mom, and we'll go from there.
Well, if while Tommy's here, if anyone has any questions for him, I'll step back for a bit because I don't particularly have any questions for him.
Okay, there are a bunch of requests, so yeah, if you want to step down for a while, and I'll get you back up later.
Yeah, Patrick,
What?
you know, if you have a lot of people,
Oh,
I can step down too. I want to make sure you're able to get everyone on here.
sorry, I'm just figuring out what we're doing at ice. I think we're just gonna all go home because it's pretty dead. And we've been streaming all day already anyway, so
Well, you know that once they know you're there, they're going to start coming out of the woodwork.
yeah, they always do.
Yep, they might not be there right this second, but they're going to start coming out of the woodwork out of nowhere, like, you know, like they're magicians. And all I wanted to say, Tommy, is regarding like wherever you go, you know, if you're at the colleges and you are interested in dialogue, like I didn't get to watch you today. And it's my understanding that you were a little bit more mellower. You know, I mean, you weren't calling people the C word and stuff or whatever. So I mean, if you are wanting to have some dialogue, then, just tone it down a notch or two. Yeah. And just depending on where you are, just
That's the
match
thing. It depends
energy,
on
I
where we're
guess.
at. Yeah.
Yeah, like time and place kind of thing or whatever. And the a saying that I picked up since I've been hanging out here is the match energy thing. I mean, if people are just coming up to see why you're there, then you can start a mellow conversation. Like in Eugene, you guys started out really mellow, and you were doing the pie thing, with them and stuff, and then it got heated, and that staff member came out. Oh, that was just nuts. The staff member with the whistles and all that. I mean,
Yeah, the
that
staff
was,
at that school is absolutely wild the way they were acting.
I saw the staff at the end, but I got there late.
They were acting just as bad as the students, which is probably where they get their influence from.
People like you and go though.
For sure.
Yeah,
exactly,
it was almost
exactly.
like U of O, but not quite. I mean, it was pretty bad. U of O, at least they weren't surrounding me and stopping me from walking and blocking me in, and you know, I had to take a couple of the pride flags out of their hands and shit today. They didn't like it.
Well, anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I mean, I love what you're doing, and I love you. And at ICE, you give what you get, and you're there to support ICE
Yeah.
and get those idiots away from ICE. So love you, and I'm gonna step down so other people can talk to you.
Right on. Let's get not Tina
Love you
up,
too, your mom. Thank you.
and then we'll go to Rocco and Funk Master.
Hey, Tommy, what you did today was amazing. That was just amazing. And you had those kids dancing. I mean, I watched the whole thing. It blew me away. And I had this thought. Preacher and I were down at ICE one afternoon, and there were some people doing jazzercise dancing. Remember that, Quincy?
Yeah, I do. I remember that. It
Yeah,
was on like a
right.
special little retro thing.
Right. And
Yeah.
Preacher gets up, he starts dancing with them. He's dancing with them.
they
And
sung carols to me and about me. It was pretty amazing.
it
That shit went
disarms
better
them.
than I could have ever imagined. Like, I'm so glad we chose that school today.
When they were out there all dancing with their little pride flags, and then they're singing Christmas carols,
All right.
if you joined in with them,
Love you too.
it would have
We'll see you
totally
on Friday.
disarmed
Yeah,
them.
we're out of here too. Sorry, I forgot to mute it. I was just saying bye to Rebel and everybody.
For
Oh, I
sure.
was saying if you had joined in and danced with them, it would have just totally disarmed them. It would just taken all the piss out of them, and in a happy way.
For sure. So there are hands coming up, and
These
I'm
cops
removing.
love us, dude. It's crazy. These cops absolutely love us out here.
For sure. I'm not sure who was next, Rocco or Funk Master. Maybe one of you could let me know who was next.
Tommy, peace be with you, my brother. May God bless you and all you love. I'm gonna be real short and sweet. You've been where you've been, and you are who you are, and something that you may not want to do, but you may need to start doing is remember, keep your head on a swivel, guard your food, and keep your back up against the wall. When you step out of the vehicle at the places that you're going to, maybe you need to step out like you're stepping across the compound. You know what I'm saying, brother?
Yep. Oh shit. Yeah, exactly. I try to keep my head on a swivel as much as I can, but in some situations it's impossible. It gets pretty hectic. Like today, it got pretty crazy quite a few times. Like we got pushed into corners and surrounded.
I saw
Uh,
that.
I mean, I love it. I live for this shit now. So I mean, but it is dangerous and it is scary for my wife and for everybody that's I mean, not scary for everybody that's with me, but it's hard to keep up sometimes, especially, and even when I have 5 or 6 people with us that are trying to watch everything, it gets hectic.
And I'm going to end and relinquish the mic by saying crooked letter I.
Cookie letter I. That shit's funny.
I'm not sure. I know Kevin had his hand up too earlier. I wasn't sure who was first, him or Funkmaster. I think Kevin was first, so then we'll go to Funkmaster after that.
Patrick, if you want to move me down, you can, brother. I know you get me back
Okay.
if I need to.
Yep. Thank you.
Yeah, Tommy, this is Kevin. A couple of things. I wanted to try and help you out a little bit, but I could do it through Amazon, like your wish list. I'm trying to find how to find your wish list.
You can find my
help?
wish list. If you go to my pinned post on my X, where my GoFundMe or my Give Send Go for our moving, you can find it on there in the comments. It's the very first comment on my pinned post.
Okay, I'll look for that. And then, I had something else. Yeah, I really appreciate what you're doing, man. I really do, but I don't want you to get hurt out of this. And hurt would be going back to jail. You don't need to do that, and we don't need you to do that. So, I think you just got to be more strategic in your delivery. In that, if you're going to be the front man, then you got to have some lieutenants there to help you out. So whatever you do, plan it. There's lots of people that want to help you that are there. I'm in California and I'm 67 years old and can barely walk, so I don't know what.
Oh no, what happened? That happened.
Moved in and just moved every one of those little pussies off the line and put their backs, okay, put their backs to ice, which you're signaling ice. All right, they got your 6, buddy. I got to get out of here. Sorry, I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah, I got some pretty great people that are always with me. Honestly, I'm never alone out there. It might look like we're alone, but we had like 5 or 6 people with us today that were just there to keep an eye on shit. And they're good at what they do, and I feel safe with them. So
For sure. So I think Allie, you were next.
Hey,
You can
Tommy.
drop me down, Patrick.
Thank you, preacher.
All right, brother. I'm going to stay on, so if you need me, or I'll hop back on.
Okay.
Quincy,
All right,
thanks for that
Tommy. So you
information.
definitely don't know me. I'm in Tennessee, but I've been watching you for a while, and I do appreciate what all of you are doing. I do get nervous for y'all because I think some of those people are wackadoodles and could go off at any moment, especially after what happened to Charlie, and it just scares me. So anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for what you're doing, but don't risk your don't risk your life over those people. And definitely, I'll just say one thing about the Bible is that it's like in James 3:5-10, it talks about how the tongue is the most powerful weapon. And I think once you get in that situation where it's like everyone's yelling and screaming and riled up, like, I don't know, anger just produces anger. And it'd be awesome to see like some change out there and I don't know, see some of those demons come to Jesus somehow. Preacher, I see you out there too. You're doing a great job. So I just wanted to say thank you, and I'll drop down. I think he might be gone, but Anyway, thank you, Patrick, for letting me come up.
No worries. Yeah, Tommy's still here. He dropped down for a second, but he's back.
Okay.
Let's
I think
see.
Moni is next.
Was it Moni or was it Funkmaster? I think Funkmaster had their hand up first.
Hello? Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. I just want to make a quick comment, then I'll drop off. Tommy, we appreciate you, Tommy. It made me so irritated when I watched the dude, but I'm glad that you guys got him grabbing the phone yesterday. That really made me angry. I was like, man, if somebody just could have stuck their foot out, that dude would have tripped and fell. And I guess that goes back to what the last guy says, just having a couple people around. You already have a lot of people around. I was going to kind of go back to what Black Preacher was talking about. He did Occupy, and I'm a Occupy holdover too. So I started way back in 2006, but I didn't actually go out until 2012. So he's got me beat by 2 years. But the strategy stuff is very important. I honestly can't knock Tommy's style. I feel like he's as close to doing it exactly right as you can be. Like, you can't get it perfect, but I'm telling you, we have to have shock troopers. We can't be nice to these people. When I was in Occupy, we were all kind of marching together, left and right, and we were all marching against George Bush. These fuckers are on George Bush's side now. They are purely fucking insane and wrong. They have nothing to stand on, no ground. So we got to have shock troopers out there to insult them, make fun of them, be louder than them. And then, yeah, we need to get our debate people together. Like, anybody who's interested in debating, we should make a separate group or something like that, like debate group, where everybody can trade notes and talk about the tropes and the little traps that the leftists try to set out. Because we were talking the other day, if we have a real intellectual out there, all they have are
Yeah.
logical traps. So just stay safe out there, guys. I appreciate your hard work, and that's all I got to say.
Yeah, I agree. We do need the shock value because it brings attention to the whole thing. Where this is bringing so much attention to the whole ICE thing, and it has made a difference. Me being me, basically, you know.
For sure. For sure. I think it's Moni, then Chaz, then Jennifer. So go ahead, Moni.
Hey, Tommy, I've got a question. Did you know?
That trans women are men, I know.
Okay, it's a little old, it's a little
No,
tiresome.
it's not old. That shit'll never get old. Fuck that.
I just wanted to tell you, I found you when you went viral on that first attack out there, and there's several people that I support that have shown up out there. I've been following Chad a long time, Nick, and I've just gotten wrapped up in what you're doing. And I want to tell you, with all this advice that you're getting, there's some really good advice, but what makes you so polarizing is your authenticity. So you keep being you, and I thank you and every one of you guys out there that are fighting the good fight. And I just wanted to tell you that.
Thank you so much. I don't think I could ever stop being me, but I do need to learn how to when to talk and when to talk shit.
And when to bark.
Yeah, the doggo. Alrighty, cool. Thank you, Moni. I think next we had Chaz, then Jennifer, then Susie, then U.S. Army Brett.
Hey guys. Hey Tommy. Dude, I called that the university that you were at. Remember I was telling you, I was like, get names and names and badge numbers, name and badge numbers. I called them and I was gonna ask them, like, so what are you guys supposed to do? like these guys are getting basically like attacked, and like, are you guys going to help them? I actually would like to make a complaint. And they hung the phone up on me. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I don't know if you guys saw that
Yeah,
part.
Tommy must have got busy and dropped
Can you?
down.
No, I
Oh,
came
Yeah.
outside with my dog and I
oh, okay.
lost connection.
Oh, no problem.
Came off my Wi-Fi, so I
Did you
messed
hear?
it up.
Did you hear that,
No,
Tommy?
go ahead. Say it again.
Yeah, it's Chaz. I remember when I was like, get the name and badge numbers of those
Those
whatever they
fake
were.
cops, fake wannabe.
Yeah, those.
Yeah.
Yeah. I called them, and I was like, so what are you guys supposed to be doing? Like, these people are getting attacked by like a mob. Like, I would like to make a complaint. And the guy's like, oh yeah, hold on a second. Beep. Hung up on me.
What?
Yep.
That is
Swear to God.
absolutely
Yep.
wild, bro.
Yeah. Yep. Swear to God. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you that. And also Tommy, uh, yeah, I'm getting an alarm. Sorry. Sorry. Uh can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Now we can't hear you, Chaz. I don't know what happened. Give you a second or two to figure it out. Yeah, you're not coming through. Let's get to Jennifer. Jennifer C.
Hi. Tommy, I think you do a wonderful job at spitting back at them the way they come at people. Sometimes it's a little much for me, but it's great. I think you call the tension out to them, their hypocrisy, that kind of thing. I think that's wonderful. The protests and the marches, I think that is your wheelhouse. You give as good as you can give, and it's fantastic to see. College campuses, I if they're doing a protest or a march or something like that, I can see that kind of thing, but I'm wondering, when you go there, does that almost look like the Antifa going down and protesting at ICE? And that's just kind of a thought that I've had. And I don't know what other people think, but that's kind of a thought that I've had.
But we're not down there protesting. We're just down there exercising our First Amendment and holding the sign, and that's all it takes. Come here, mama. That's all it takes, really, to call. You've seen the crowd that it brought today. Like, that's all it takes. We're not down there protesting anybody specific or anything like that. We're just down there to let our voices be heard and let facts be facts. And they vote, and that's the thing. These kids vote, and they're so brainwashed and diluted into this ideology that, like, I don't know if us being there is going to have an effect on that. But we are able to show the world how easy it is to make these people turn to violence over words, and that's
Yeah.
what we want to avoid. That's what happened to Charlie Kirk, and I'm out there to show the world that just because they killed the best of us doesn't mean the rest of us are going to hide and not continue to try to have his views out into the world. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, I agree with what BC said about, planting that seed. So if you can find a way to kind of do that as well, I think you're spot on. But I mean, otherwise, you be you because you're fantastic at
Thank
what you
you. I
do.
appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And you can drop me down.
All right, thank you, Jennifer. I believe Susie is up next. Go ahead, Susie.
Hi, Tommy. First off, I want to say blessings to you and your wife. And I know this has been hard and stressful for you guys. And keep up the good work. And I pray for you. Thank you. Second thing, and I'm glad U.S. Army, I'm not sure what your full name is right behind me, but uh, I've been watching this kind of from afar, these live streams, and I just, pop in and watch other people's here and there and different things. And last night, Pam Hempill, I believe her name is, had a spaces thing, like kind of what you're doing here. And I was on there listening, and actually, that Mike guy wasn't so bad, but Pam has a co host out in New York, a guy named Noel. And so I asked Pam because I've noticed that whenever Pam's around, she dresses in normal clothes and everything, and you're kind of off put by her a little bit just because, she's elderly, looking like a grandma out there. And but there's always violence that goes on around her, and I've watched her take things out of her pocket and hand it to black bloc people and stuff. And there's always violence and stuff going on around her. And so I asked her, um, what is it with you? Do you want people safe down there? Are you for the violence? Why are you participating in that? And right away, everyone kind of jumped on, and her answer to everything that she got called out on for things she said or done was it wasn't real, it didn't happen, it's all AI. So that's her answer to everything. There's something really weird and off with that woman. And now anything that you ask her a question specifically about, it didn't happen, everything is AI. You guys are producing AI videos, and she didn't do or say she's what I watched her and say and do. There's something really off with that person, and she is violent, and she is a shit stirrer. And I just don't know what the angle is or what she's doing, but I know you guys encounter her on a personal level, but something's really off with her. I just wanted to say that. And I know US A Army, who's right behind me, probably has more to say on it because she was in there and heard it too. So anyways, she's kind of concerning. That's all. I just want you to be
Yeah.
safe.
Oh yeah, we already know Pam's in it for the violent acts. She's always in the middle of every conflict, it seems like. Anytime anything pops off, she's right there.
I think
Come here,
when that
Noah.
knife got pulled on you and they got the guy and arrested him, I think he went running to Pam and gave her the knife. I think she's up in all kinds of stuff in her little pockets, and she likes to put the crap in her left side pocket and hand it off. You can see her on videos here and there doing that.
I believe it.
But her story is none of it happened. It's all AI, which I think is curious. There's some reason why she's really pushing that. Anyways, that's all I had to say. So, U.S. Army, I'm not sure who your name is, but kind of you have on a MAGA shirt and a flag. She probably knows more because she was on there longer than me, but it was just very bizarre. This whole AI is the answer to everything. And you can see in the comments, everyone's like, yeah, Pam, AI, yeah, sure, Pam.
She's AI.
Maybe she is. It's not clear to me what she is. There's something off with her. I don't know what it is, but something's really wrong.
Right on. Thank
Anyways,
you.
that's all. You guys take care, and
Yeah,
I know
thank
Thank
that's
you,
you.
the black.
Susie.
Thank you, Tommy, and thank you to your wife too. You guys stay strong, okay? And Merry Christmas.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah, we're going on a trip from the 7th to the 10th to go be by ourselves and the dog and going to a cabin. So we're going to get some stress relief here in the next few days.
Well, hugs to you guys, and enjoy that. And don't look at your phone or do anything. Just enjoy each other in the holiday.
Yeah, yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, take care.
God
so,
bless you.
Thank you.
so
Bye.
I have like 10 mic requests, but I have to get to the hands that have been up first. P Town Patriot has had his hand up for a while. Was trying to get he was the first in line to try to get a speaker when Tommy came in, so I'll bring him up to the mic now. P Town, go ahead.
Um, I just want to publicly say, because me and Tommy haven't been able to speak other than through text messages. Hey man, Tommy, I'm sorry, bro.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Will. I really do. And I appreciate you giving the blanket back and you willing to accept help and, squash all this nonsense.
Yeah, so I just wanted to say that, man. Out of everybody who knows, I mean, me and you had a personal friendship, so you know what's real, you know what's fake. I had my crash out. I said a bunch of stupid shit. At the end of the day, you know what it was. So I appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, bro. God bless you, bro.
All right, Patrick, I'm good for now. You can take my
Alrighty.
speaker, bro.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Let me remove that real quick. Shit. You know, the hands disappear. I know that U.S. Army Brat had her hand up for a while, and she was relevant to the last speaker. So we'll get to her.
Hello, everyone. How are you all doing?
Good, good.
Great, great.
So, I'm speaking in general terms, not specifically towards you, Tom. I mean, it may be relative to you, but I'm speaking generally. One thing I noticed about these discussions is you can actually have a very productive conversation with people who are open to understanding one another. You can tell pretty much right away whether the person that you're conversing with really wants to understand you or they're out to prove you wrong. If your goal is to prove someone wrong, you're not in it for the right reason. Understanding one another is the most important thing because you can't wholeheartedly and truthfully disagree with anything unless you completely understand the other person's point of view. Now, once they've given their point of view and they're open to understanding mine, then I can disagree with them. But if I go into the conversation and and I'm saying, okay, well, you people, you're dressed like this, you're doing this, they're automatically going to be defensive and not open to anything you're saying at all. Nothing. They're like, oh, well, they've already made up their mind about me. So now when I'm talking to people, my I don't have to agree with anything they're saying, but my disagreement can also be silent in certain conversations. I don't have to openly say, well, you're wrong, that's wrong. Just continue to listen. You can disagree with them silently on some things, so that they will continue to talk to you, so they will be open at least to listening to your point of view, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But I think that when we're having a conversation, it's very, very easy to lose self control and you can easily get derailed off your main goal. Your main goal is to bring, people to some sort of understanding of your side. But then when the insults start, then both of you are derailed into proving each other wrong, which is not the point at all. You've lost your initial goal. And we have to have a sort of self control to be able to look at ourselves mid conversation and say, okay, wait a minute. Now what am I doing? Is what I'm about to say going to help my main objective? Is this going to help my main objective, or is it now I've let them manipulate me into derailing my own objective? So I think it's important we really look at ourselves, and everyone's guilty of it. It happened to me, and I'm not going to talk about Pam too much, but yes, I was in that discussion. It absolutely happened to me, and it's very, very easy to let that happen. And I think we really need to do some self-reflecting and not let their social and emotional immaturity manipulate our own. And that's it.
Thank you. I appreciate that. You're absolutely right.
For sure. I see now a lot of the hands that were up disappeared, so it's hard to keep track when they disappear. But I see Knuckles and Jenna. So we'll go to Knuckles first and then to Jenna.
Alrighty. BCP, I want to just let you know I put a lot of miles on this office desk chair. These wheels are burning. Proud of you, brother. Tommyboi, I refer to you as Tommyboi Inc. as your movement, and that really refers to you and everybody in it. That's with you, that supports you. I do think that needs to be on the college campuses. I do think you guys need to be there. I mean, you guys remember when the flags being ripped off of the campuses and being replaced?
Yep.
Patriots were out there. There wasn't very many of them, but Patriots were out there, and they saw that, and they kept seeing it. And people were getting beat up and attacked, spit on, water thrown at, but they were there, and those kids saw that. They're not seeing a whole lot of it at these campuses that they don't have much opposition in, and they've already because they're outnumbered in those areas. I don't have that problem. I'm in Southwest Kentucky. We don't have that problem here. We don't have the population either, though. But it doesn't matter. We don't have that problem because we stand up, just like you guys are doing. It doesn't come here because they know we'll be out there. And if you guys aren't out there, who's going to be out there? You guys had the football team come out there tonight. You had two guys that we've seen before. I think they were out in Portland, but we've seen them before. The blonde-headed guy with the costume kind of hairdo. I don't know.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah, those two boys were out there. They both. I've seen them before, but they didn't say nothing. I'm pretty sure they were in Portland. A lot of them people were from Portland that were there. A lot of them were there. But these guys have been bullied. They've been bullied into suppression and what is it? Suppression or oppression? What do we call it, guys? I don't know.
For sure. For sure.
But these guys are that come out. The more that you go out, now I agree the language is a little rough, but you're going to get it anyway, whether you don't talk the way they do or you do. You're going to get the same language. All I want to say is your courage. I've spoken up twice. I spoke up on Pam's space the other night, got kicked off, and I'm speaking up tonight. And that's because of the courage that you guys have given me. BCP, Oreo Express, Tommyboi, Patrick, you're out there. Yeah, you don't say much, but you're out there. Mr. Bill, got that dance move going on.
Yep.
Missy and Mary speaking out and showing clips. I can't name all of you guys, but you get the point. Courage is contagious, and the only way that they see courage is by courage, guys, men and women with courage.
For sure. Thank you very much, Tommy. You got anything to add to that? All right, we'll move on to
Just say thank you.
Okay,
I appreciate it. I love all you guys so much.
perfect. Perfect. So hands are disappearing and stuff. I see RIP Villain and David as far as right this second. I know RIP Villain was in here earlier trying to talk and disappeared, so she came back. So we'll get to her first. Anyone else that's in the speaker space, if you want to say anything, raise your hand again. And I'm gonna have to move some people out that aren't speaking.
Patrick, I think Jenna was next.
Yeah,
Oh,
Jenna
Jenna
was
was next.
next.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jenna was next, but RIP Villain was up in the speaker space and she wasn't saying anything, so I removed her, and then she came back in and put her hand up. So I had removed her, so I'll give her the opportunity to go first, and then we'll go to Jenna, then David.
Thank you, Patrick.
Mhm.
Hey, Tommy, I'm mad at you because I wish you were there when we were out there in 2016, 17, 18, 19, and 20.
I
It
wish I
would have been
was too, trust me.
it would have been so awesome with you and Tiny going after Wills. And I don't know if you know who Wills is. Oh my goodness. But the other thing I wanted to say is you got to be careful on the college campuses when you go toe to toe with some of those girls because a lot of them have been abused. And if you say the wrong thing, they're going to attack you. So just be really careful. And the
Yeah.
last thing is you've got
Damn it.
if you and Ground Zero, if you were out there in 2020 when it got really bad, because Ground Zero, my little beautiful blonde girl, you guys would have torn that place up together as a double team. That's all. Thank you, Tommy, for doing what you're doing.
Thank you. I appreciate your kind words. And I wish I would have been there too. It would have been, I would have had the time of my life.
For sure. So we got Jenna next.
Hey, thanks. Hey, Tommy, thanks for what you've been doing. I love you just the way you are, and I've seen you get better and better. And maybe I have it wrong, but I don't think you're there to change those people. That's not what I think. And I don't think you can. Maybe folks like Preacher and Rebel, and if they go along and play the edges and can, because they have a different um, skill, and I think that's great if they can. But I appreciate that you show, like Knucklehead said, other folks on that campus that they can stand up to these people and they don't have to be silent. They don't have to go along with the woke agenda. So I want to thank you for exactly what you're doing. And I don't want to see you change at all. Thanks,
Thank you
everybody.
so
You can drop,
much. Yeah.
you can
I
drop me
love
down.
I
Okay.
love when people come up to me at events like that and say thank you. We love what you're doing. We wish we could be part of it. And I understand that they're in that college and they have to be there on a daily. And if they speak out too much, then they'll just be harassed and every single day by all them radicals. So I love that I can go out there. We can go out there and show them exactly what they deserve to get. Like we can stick up for ourselves. We have the First Amendment to say anything we want. We can say whatever you hate. That's exactly what the First Amendment protects, is the speech that you hate. It's not hate speech just because you hate it. uh and so yeah, that's one of the big benefits is the people that
All right. I'm going to cut it. I keep losing.